Well, hello geometers and seekers of truth. This video, we will solve a problem that seems like it's unsolvable, but it is totally within your capabilities and your knowledge of angles and angle measurement and algebra to solve this problem. So we're looking to solve and find for the values of x and y. And it's a little bit tricky because we're having to deal with two different variables and we're only given one problem. But rest assured, this problem can be done, and it has to do with how we visualize and how we picture the problem. So the way that I look at this is, if you look at this outline here of these two angles, the one that is 25x plus 8 and 9x plus 2, those form a linear pair. Right? So they form a linear pair. And that means they must be They must be supplementary to each other. Right? So they must be supplementary, which means that they must add up to 180 degrees. So we can say that 25x plus 8 plus 9x plus 2 is equal to 180 degrees. And from here on out, it becomes an algebra problem. We're going to add the like terms here, 25x and 9x, and that will give us 34x. The 8 and the 2 will give us 10. Subtracting 10 from both sides, we're going to get 34x is equal to 170. And then finally, divide both sides by 34. And this will give us x is equal to, I believe this is 5.2. Excuse me, that's not 5.2, it's just 5. Let me check my work again. 170 over 34 is just 5. So now we have our answer, at least one of our answers. Now we know that x is equal to 5. Well, then we're still left with the other part of the problem, which is how do we solve for y? And to solve for y, we can look at a different set of linear pairs. So these linear pairs here. 7y plus 5 and 25x plus 8. So we know that 7y plus 5 plus 25x plus 8 must be equal to 180 degrees. All right, now it seems like this problem can't be solved because you have two variables in one equation, but we already know the value of one of the variables. So we already know that x is equal to 5. So this becomes 25x plus 8. Right. But again, we already know that x is equal to 5, so we can make that substitution there. And then once more, this becomes a problem of solving and working out some algebraic steps. So this is 7y, 5, 25, and 25 times 5 will give us 125, and then 8, and that's all equal to 180 degrees. So 7y, 5, 125, and 8, this will give us 138. Subtract 138 from both sides, and we end up with 42. 180 minus 138 is 42. And that means our final answer, y is equal to 42 over 7, which is equal to 6. Okay. So there you see, from the start of the problem, it looks super complicated. It looks impossible. But as it turns out, it is totally solvable. It may be a little tedious and complex. There's lots of numbers floating around. But from your knowledge of linear pairs and supplementary angles, this problem is totally solvable. As always, work hard. Ask for help if you have any questions at all, even if it's a clarifying question. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.